Dashayne Danez-Morin. I am 15 years old and my pronouns, I just consider he, him. First year was like, alright, chill out. It doesn't seem that big until it actually came to quarantining and it actually got bad and you have to stay inside, wear a mask and go to school like that. But I was originally living in Saskatchewan by then, so I was in the process of moving into Alberta. So the first couple months I didn't really care about it. So I was just having fun with my brothers and stuff, just chilling out at home, playing games, video games. Until probably like the 6th month in, that's where it got really crazy. I was probably cowering in my room, just in my own thoughts. But yeah, it got really boring, just doing the same thing, and I didn't really go outside now because it was just everybody's self-conscious about the virus. And yeah, the whole year was basically just chilling out and eating, working out. Yeah, it's what a teenage guy does. And the second year, that's where like all my stuff got canceled. I couldn't do dog sledding, I couldn't do powwow, I couldn't online school for sure. That was really rough. And until we actually got to go to school in mask, but it was so different, so how you say the word, kind of close yourself in and be isolated with others, can't really communicate, can't really socialize. It's a good thing we have phones though, so yeah, it's basically how my 2 years go. It's just big, boring, long, stretched out schedule of sleeping, eating, working out, repeating, and learning. Since I was in the process of moving, that was really hard. Like, you have to be like on topic. Like, you have to sign a couple papers. Like, you have to make sure, because when you're switching to Alberta and Saskatchewan, you need to like everything be perfectly, because you need to switch health cards, and hospitals are, you need to switch health cards, your information, like SIM numbers, and I was in the process. Since I was like becoming teen, I was able to get jobs in that, so it took a couple months to get my birth certificate renewed and my health card, and we're still working on my health card right now eventually, so and starting high school too, I was moving to a new school online. Then once we got to go in, it's like kind of weird and like don't really get to do a lot of things, and sports is a really big part of me, and then you can't really do that, like can't touch each other and COVID. COVID, I hate to say it, but although all the bad things happened, it was kind of like a win-win, because when you're doing school, you have no distractions, you're just in a room and you're just learning and stuff. Well, I shouldn't say stuff, that's not really high school of me. A lot of learning, and probably just the lack of activities you're able to reach. So you're just like in this void of boredom, and you're just nothing to do, you're just sit alone, you're with your family, and for teenagers in general, it's like rather hang out with their friends and family than family, which I hate to say it. Sorry, Mom, if you're gonna watch this. But yeah, it's really. And I was moving now too. You're like, all right, I'm gonna restart this year. I'm gonna have fun with my great new friends. I'm going to school. COVID-19 hit. I was like, okay, new plan. Yeah, and it's the fact that I'm always busy. I'm working now. I'm a youth committee leader, and I'm working through making an event in Red Deer, and we're doing that, and we're trying to make perfect expectations for this, because we're dealing with COVID. We're trying to get more than 10,000 people in our event, and we're trying to get sponsors, and I'm in the process of that too. And it's kind of hard when you're the only youth committee leader, and you're the only one that's available to you, because this is a family business. So yeah, that's me. The measures, yes, I agree, except for the last part where they actually opened schools, because COVID-19, like any pandemic in general, doesn't go away in 1 year or 2 years. And the fact that it happens every 100 years, which is like crazy to think about it, but the measures taken were necessary. Except you can't open things too fast, that's what I think. So you can't just But then there's other people that say, oh no, I need resources. Oh no, I need to do my job. Like, I'd rather think of it as like, I must keep my family safe than other than I need to work and make money so I can provide for my family. Because there's other ways you can make money now. Because you could open a job online. You could do Bitcoin if you wanted to. You could learn stuff like that. Instead of like pushing your own self and putting your own self in danger and raising the numbers. The fact that COVID-19 happened, it's just you get to adapt and learn, like, not just me, and like you can talk to a world leader because he's the one that's like totally responsible for his whole country. Like his whole country. There's 7 billion people in the world. He comes up with more people. Well, I should say he comes up with more executives, like leaders. They call it medical doctors and lead. Like, you have to really adapt. Like I said last time, you need to adapt. You need to learn. You need to push through it. But influence like that, we'll know what to do. And in fact, discovering it is really good too. Like, it takes a long time. Like, I'm surprised we discovered it this fast. Like, it's a lot to take in for sure. So next time this happens, I'm pretty sure we'll be prepared. Because this is the 20th century, and no one really takes on the last century and the next. You don't really study that, so we'll study this though. I'm pretty sure it'll work. But, what I'd like to see change for the pandemic would be probably being social for sure, because we can take it to an extent. I know I'm hosting a big event for like over 10,000 people. I know that's a lot to take in, but you cannot really push cultural activities because all of us are going to be bored about it. All of us are going to be mad about it. So I'd like to see changes probably, or not even change. I'd like to see a new tactic of taking this, because the first tactic did not work. If you go to a school, you see during lunch breaks, everybody's taking their masks off. They're all hugging each other, all touching each other. Like, you need a new tactic. Because I would think like only half the kids in school will go one day and the other half will go the other day. That would be a nice tactic to change. Or even working, that's why you see a lot of customers in and there's only 2 retailers. They're trying to protect every single employee. They're trying to protect every single person possible. So that's why you need to split them up. You need to make a plan. You need to get that all set out, and you'll be prepared. Yep, so definitely just changing tactics of taking on this virus would be one. The resources I had for COVID, especially when school started, my dad literally owns the whole school division. So he's like the guy that manages it. He teaches up Indigenous culture. He's basically the face of Chinook's Edge. So I had that for a while. Well, I still have them now, but I got pretty old fast. You couldn't really teach math or anything like that. So I had to really work online, like really Google what's this and learn it. Because the videos they provide are not like high class. Hate to say it. Sorry, teachers. Yeah, and I had my mom too, who was really good at science, so I had her too. But the things I wish I had were liabilities, because I couldn't really rely on anybody. Or I need like pencils. I need to go. I know I live like 10 kilometers away, and all my parents are working, so I have to go bike 10 kilometers to a dollar store, get some pencils, come all the way back. I did that once. Not a pretty thing. Because I remember having $10 in my pocket from like, I don't know when, but I was like, okay, pencils. erasers. And yeah, I just wish I had help too, because let's be honest, kids are not visual learners. They're hands-on, most of them. 90% are just hands-on learners. And that's why online's so hard. It's hard to keep focused too, because let's say you're in your room on your computer, you're learning school, and there's an Xbox right beside you. There's your phone charging right beside you. And you're getting text messages. And you have your brothers, like, hey, let's play some games, let's play some video games, and like, you're trying to keep focused, and you tend to mind loose and like it doesn't hurt to take like this off and just do this and yeah, really just having more focus. Like people like need some strong focus. White supremacy. People like me, because I'm brown and indigenous, and there's black people right beside me. The fact that we're trying to protest is a good thing, and we need to change the laws.